Hello, everyone. This is Dr. V, and I'm a part of the team at H24/7, Homeopathy 24/7. And recently, my team has endeavored to extend help for Ukraine. I'll be showing you the details of the same at the end of this video. I'm just making this video today because I wanted to explain to our followers and our viewers as to how homeopathy can actually help the people of Ukraine currently in this situation of dire crisis. So if you have no background on homeopathy, just to mention, we have been around since 200 years now, more than that. And in the past as well, homeopathy has been extensively used for refugee camps and war situations and so many kinds of infectious diseases as well. Now, in this tough situation that is, currently existing in Ukraine, there are multiple uses. There are so many ways and conditions where we can use homeopathy for the war-stricken people. Now, for the refugee camps, for example, it's very common for people to develop infectious diseases due to the unhygienic conditions around. And such infectious diseases can be beautifully addressed with homeopathy. I would start with the first one on my mind and the most common one, and for which we have such a great history as well, where homeopathy has been used in multiple, epidemics of cholera. So just to address this condition, which can be very serious in such a state for people who are trying to survive in the affected areas, I will be showing my screen here to you just to give you an idea as to how homeopathy can be so relevant in a situation in a common infectious disease like cholera. So just turning around now to my screen and showing you my screen. So here, if you see, this is the literature on cholera and the various remedies and the dose that has been used for cholera. The remedies could be camphor, cuprum metallicum, veratrum album, if you can see cantharis, which again can work in both bladder conditions and the dire situation of cholera as well. So what we are trying to do here is that we are trying to send out these remedies, these very effective remedies, and we're making these kits for the families that have been affected in Ukraine, as well as the Ukrainian refugees in Poland as well. So that is how we are trying to extend our support. The next thing that comes to my mind, for this serious situation is the various, the injuries, right? The injuries that can be such a grave concern in such a condition, in such an atmosphere that is the current atmosphere in Ukraine. So again, I'm trying to show you my screen here as to what kind of literature do we have and how our remedies can be so effective for various kind of injuries. And just to explain a little through the literature and not just me speaking in front of you, it's right here on my screen again. Here, if you see, this is just one of the source books for homeopathy in accidents and injuries, if you can see that. And then there is the list of remedies, the explanations, arnica, symphytum, bellis perennis. I mean, this is a whole book I'm showing you here. So obviously, I can't talk about the details. Hypericum is such an important remedy. And again, just to tell you, what we are trying to do is we are trying to include all of these remedies in those kits and send them out to Ukraine as soon as we can. Now these kits that we are making, they are in high numbers, and we are trying to do our work effectively. It's just that I wanted to explain to everyone how and why we should be using homeopathy. We should be helping those people with homeopathic remedies right now. I want to show you one more thing here, which is again a very important remedy for, as which is known as a war remedy. Since so long now, we have used this remedy as a war remedy. If you will again please check out my screen here. So look at this. Clark is our age-old, stalwart, and he has multiple books in homeopathy. And what I'm showing you here is the detail for gunpowder as a war remedy. And then, how this remedy has been used and in what conditions, how it is to be taken, everything there. If you can see, it's there in this source book. So the conditions, how we can apply this remedy in a particular patient, and what is it, mainly applied for. So we are trying to, again, I would say, use these remedies and, making those kits and sending them out as soon as possible. I would want to also talk about the shock, the shock like state that people can be in such a dire situation. It's unimaginable on our part, sitting in this other part of the world. We cannot even imagine the kind of mental states that people will be suffering from in a country like Ukraine right now. So, there are so many remedies for mental shock in homeopathy, like aconite, like so many, like ignitia. People can be grief stricken in such areas. So again, we are trying to make a comprehensive list of remedies and their indications so that people can self-prescribe these remedies. As soon as they get their hands on our kits, they can actually help themselves and their families in this difficult situation. I would want to show you just one more thing here. Uh, the kind of mixtures that we have in homeopathy. I'll just share my screen again. If you see, this is the injury balance, right? So we are trying to send these kind of mixtures as well. If you see, this is war, infection, inflammation, and sepsis. This is a mixture again, because we cannot extend singular help for individuals by extending consultations to them. Obviously we cannot do that. That is not practically possible. But by sending these mixtures, which can be generally used in common situations that have arise there right now currently. So these are the kind of remedies we are going to be using, and we are going to be extending. We are trying to extend as much help as we can right now. I would want to show you, last thing that I want to show you today in this video is our website and how you can help us raise some charity, some donations for the same purpose here. And if you just again check out my screen, to our website, the H247 website, and this is the Homeopathic Help for Ukraine. If you just go to this page, you can go to homeopathy247.com, and if you just click on here, the charity, you get this page right in front of you, and all of the details of our team and what kind of work we are trying to do here. Everything, completely everything is here on this page. And here, so click here to donate. So that is how we are asking you for your help right now, so that we can do our best, the maximum that we can do for the people of Ukraine right now through homeopathy. Thank you so much for listening to me today. I really hope that you will check out our website page and see what we are doing, and see the kind of work that we are trying to do for the people of Ukraine. Thank you very much.